Hello, S81 here. In today's video, we are going to do a topic today. Since I've seen some people, I'm basically going to do a whole new one. I've seen some people, made some, watched some people on YouTube make Mortal Kombat 12 rosters and stuff like that. Fortunately, I don't have a tier list like everybody else does. I kind of write them all down on a notebook paper, so I'll read them off what I have. I've seen some concepts of character rosters, such as like 35 character base roster, 30. I think 28 was the other one. But this is what I have for a character base roster, and I feel like Mortal Kombat should just, have more than just 30 and 35. I feel like they can go further. I would like to see a Mortal Kombat base roster at a 45 characters. I think that'd be a super awesome kind of character base roster. Which I think they can do it. I think that'd be awesome. I think if anything, I think for sure they're gonna go all out with this game. I mean, why not? But what I have here is a 45 character base roster, and I feel like this will be a cool roster. Now, this roster, I'm gonna read off some of the characters I have. But I also have DLCs and things like DLCs and guest characters as well. And I'll get to those as I read along. I have characters from Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and then 11's characters all in this thing too, and then some of the characters from the older ones. So I'm gonna read off all these characters and tell what you guys all think. So here we go. Okay, our first one is Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Ermac, Noob Saibot, Rain, Smoke, Trimmer, Baraka, Cabal, Raiden, Kung Lao, Katana, Jax, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Striker, Kano, Melina, Jade, Shang Tsung, Aaron Black, Kenshi, Nightwolf, Scarlet, Quan Chi, Kintaro, Goro, Serena, Tanya, Kung Jin. I kind of liked in Mortal Kombat 10. I kind of liked Kung Jin's character. I thought he was very interesting. Takeda, however you pronounce his name. I know that character is actually a very fan favorite, especially for Mortal Kombat and stuff, and I actually like to see him return. I think a lot of people kind of want to see Takeda return as well. And I thought his boost was pretty cool on Mortal Kombat 10. So, Sindel, Sector, Cyrax, Natara, Kotal Khan, Shiva, Riku, Havoc, Devora, Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, Fujin, and there's another character on here that I think, and it's kind of an older character. She was on Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and she was kind of an opening sequence character, I guess. And this character is supposed to be Limei, Limei. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but I guess she's a character I kind of threw on here and stuff. I feel like some of these older ones from like Armageddon or Deception could make an appearance on here again, which they haven't been on games for quite a while. I think it'd be kind of cool to see some of them. So that's what I have as her. Okay, now that I've read all those, I have DLC characters as well. Now, for DLC characters, I have a character of 5 right now. The only reason I have 5 is because I couldn't really think of like any other characters. I have Onaga, which is from Armageddon, the dragon character. I feel like Onaga would be an interesting one for DLC. Another one I threw on here for DLC, and he is an older character. I feel like he'd probably get put on DLC or something. I don't know, or maybe a base character. This character is Darius, and he is from Mortal Kombat Deception. I feel like his character would actually make an appearance on here, or something again, because like some of his older ones, I feel like should make an appearance in, like Natara and stuff like that should too. Motaro, I think is how it's pronounced. I would like to see him make a return again as well. I put him on DLC, just because I think it's been a while since we've seen him on a game. So, the second one is the next one is Frost. I feel like her character would be a DLC, but I also feel like her character can also be, base character as well. I know her character is gonna make a return again. So, and the next one I have here, I know he's probably not going to be a base character, which I don't expect him to be, but I have a feeling that they'll throw him in here or do something with him. I put the new character Chrome on here as a DLC. I figured they could do something with him. If not, best thing I could see them doing with Chrome is probably like a secret character, like they did with Reptile and all those types of characters. But I think it'd be pretty cool if we got a new ninja and stuff in here. So I added Chrome to the list. I thought that'd be kind of cool. So for my guest DLC characters, and this is what I would like for them to do for guest wise, and I think this would be interesting. This is my guest ones. I have Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Michael Myers, Ghostface, Chucky, Pennywise, Candyman, Freddy Krueger, Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies, Alien, and Predator. So you've got 11 of these horror iconic scary characters in this freaking Mortal Kombat game as guest characters. I would love to see these characters in Mortal Kombat 12. One of the reasons why is because these horror characters kind of work pretty well in Mortal Kombat games, and there's interesting characters and stuff. So I think whenever they first added Jason Voorhees to Mortal Kombat 10, I know a lot of people wondered how he was going to fight, what all he was going to do. He doesn't talk, so it's like, what's he going to do? And they made it work. I mean, they came up with all kinds of cool concepts that he could do, and it worked very well. And his character actually sold pretty well as a pretty cool character. I think Leatherface was kind of I feel like Leatherface was the same predicament. Because I think a lot of people worried how Leatherface was going to do. Because in the movies, I don't know if we've ever seen him like fight. We know he can chase you down, but I don't think we've ever seen him come close to like fight. But anyway, Leatherface was kind of that similar predicament. So yeah, I like to see those 11 guest characters show up. I think it'd be awesome. Now for DLC guest pack 3, I have another guest pack one. Since Mortal Kombat does stuff with like DC Comics and things like that, I can see a couple of DC Comic guest characters showing up in here, at least one or two. But I have it narrowed down to 3 DC Comic guest characters. And those ones I chose for guest characters are Deathstroke, Deadshot, and Harley Quinn. Since Joker was on Mortal Kombat 11, I think I could see Harley Quinn kind of being on here. I think she'd be an interesting character for sure. Deathstroke, I think would make a really cool concept for being on here. And then Deadshot could actually be on here too, because any of the DC Suicide Squad members can make an appearance on Mortal Kombat games, like any of them, like King Shark, Killer Croc, Bane would probably be an interesting character for sure. I think who else is on that Suicide Squad list. But yeah, anyway, I can't think of any other character. But yeah, I did put on a couple of Marvel characters. Now, it's possible they probably won't, but I did put them on there as guest characters. I think it'd be interesting to have, a few segment of some Marvel and some DC characters in this game. I think it'd be kind of cool. And I chose Deadpool, Venom, and Blade for this, for the guest characters. I think those 3 characters would work perfectly. So there's your 3 Marvel characters versus the 3 characters from the Suicide Squad. So it's kind of interesting. Little deal there. Another guest character I put on here, because I think a lot of people kind of want to see her show up. This character is Buffy from the Buffy Vampire Slayer series and stuff. I know a lot of people. There was some votes that were going in for like guest characters, and she was one of the ones that popped up. But unfortunately, her character, I think, was cut and stuff. So, but I think Buffy the Vampire Slayer would be an interesting character for a game like this. The next one I have here for guest characters, and a few of these characters are video game characters, and I feel like video game characters would make some pretty cool guest characters. I have Master Chief, Doom Guy from the Doom games. Yeah, Master Chief from Halo, and then Doom Guy from the Doom games. Marcus Sphinx from Gears of War would be an interesting character since they have that chainsaw on their gun. I feel like they could do something. Another character I have on here that I've seen pop up that I thought was kind of interesting is Sweet Tooth from the Twisted Metal racing games. Because his character is kind of a serial killer-like character, so I figured his character would be an interesting one to get thrown in here. And the next one I have on here is Ash Williams, because he was supposed to be in Mortal Kombat 11, but unfortunately, due to whatever the issue was, did not make the cut. But I did put Ash Williams on here. I think his character would go pretty well with those horror characters. Be the character to fight all those characters kind of concept. Be kind of cool. I've already said Harley Quinn and Blade as characters, so this leaves to my last character that I'd like to see make an appearance on Mortal Kombat 12, and that is Hydro, which is Sub-Zero's pupil heat student, I would say, who can do like water techniques and stuff. I think it'd be kind of cool to have Hydro in here, because like Takeda is Scorpion's student, so I think it'd be kind of cool if you brought Hydro and stuff in here and kind of work a concept with it or something. I mean, it's a possibility that they probably won't put him in there, but I just put him on there just to see. But yeah, I would like to see this character roster get put in. And so we got 45 characters. And then we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we got basically 29 DLC guest characters, and characters for this game, and let's see. Just a second, guys. So adding all those characters comes to approximately 74 characters in this game. 74 character roster. I think that'd be kind of cool. But are they going to do that roster? This is basically just me, making my dream roster here. So this isn't really necessarily confirmed that this is, these are the characters going to happen. But I would like to see a 74 character roster like that in Mortal Kombat. I think it would be awesome, and it'd be a game a lot of people will be entertained with for quite a while. So, but anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Post in the comment section below, and if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As always, I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.